Hello, I'm Fast Lawyer. Today we're going to do a Should I Buy? Yes, finally, we get to do a Should I Buy again. This is Fractal Fly, and it just released on the Steam store today for the HTC Vive Valve Index and the Oculus Rift. Now, funny enough, it only shows the controls for the Oculus and the Vive. Now, I assume maybe the Vive controls are similar to the Valve Index. I'm not sure, but it doesn't show it. And as far as settings, there's only sound settings. So there's no graphical settings, which again is a big shame because Fractal Fly is something that's very focused on visuals. So it does need graphical settings. That's like a must. So that's already a big miss here. Now, technically, this is free to play, I guess. You get one experience free, which is Bubble Cave. So here you're able to do everything that you can in the whole game if you buy it. And you can preview the DLC. So we're going to do that. We're going to play the main game, Bubble Cave, which is the only thing that's available free to play. And then this is DLC. They're only 99 cents. So altogether, this is $3 if you decide to buy the whole package. So it's pretty cheap. So this game doesn't need much to impress me and get me to buy it. So we'll see should I buy it for $3. Let's go. So let's launch. And there is one thing that I don't like, and you'll notice there's empty space at the bottom. So you can sort of tell here, this is not like full VR 3D. Now, I noticed that when I look around, the 3D effect is not all that great, and it makes me wonder what the issue is here. I'm not a developer, so I can't really say, but it looks like maybe there's some issues with parallax because it just kind of looks a little flat, especially when I look around. Now, obviously, it is 3D, and there is a 3D effect. It's just not very strong. It looks it just doesn't really pop in VR, and I don't know if that's an issue with the parallax or there's another issue that's causing this. I have noticed that sometimes with some Fractal programs in VR, they do tend to look a little flat and they don't really pop, just depending on the way that they set up the 3D. I'm not sure what the case is here. I'm not going to try to speculate, but maybe one of my viewers can explain why this just doesn't pop. Now, you can fly around. You have smooth locomotion. This is the standard speed. So the standard speed is pretty low, but if you push on your left trigger, you can move a lot faster, which I'm thankful for that. Unfortunately, there's nothing you can do about the turn speed. The turn speed is what it is. You can actually go slower by pressing down the right trigger, but I don't know why you do that. So I think you just gotta press down the left trigger. Now, there's something that you can do if you click on grip or grab button on both the left and right controllers, and if you hold it and push out, you can see you can morph the image. So let's stretch it out all the way, and then at the very end, when it can no longer go, there it is. So it doesn't go any further. You'll hear a little noise that indicates that's as far as it goes. But yeah, I think I noticed an issue when I look, especially when I look around. So it's got to be the parallax, right? I did lower the music. I think you saw that, right? I showed that. I'm always concerned about a copyright strike. I'll probably get one anyways. Or not a copyright strike, but a copyright claim. In case you're wondering what that does, that monetizes your video, but not for you, but for some person who's claiming the music. So you get nothing, they get all the money, and I actually demonetized all my videos on purpose just because I didn't like all the ads on them. And I figured I don't really need the money, especially since it's probably not making any. If I did monetize my videos, I'd probably be making pennies at best. So it's not worth it. So I demonetized all my videos. demonetize my channel. I figured you guys are better off not seeing ads, and I hope you appreciate that. But this one's probably going to have ads, and nothing I can do about it. Again, I do lots of free work here that doesn't get compensated. But I do it because I love VR, and I want you guys to know about those underrated gems in VR. That's really where I focus my channel on, and I hope you guys appreciate that. I don't go for the most popular VR titles. There's lots of VR games that I have bought that I haven't reviewed. I wish I could review them. I wish I had unlimited time, but I don't. My time is very limited in what I can show. I wish I could review some titles for you, but I am working on some of them. I'm working right now mostly on Medal of Honor, although I'm also playing Wanderer. I'm trying to limit the amount of games that I play because I really want to get some of these reviews done. So right now I'm really working on Medal of Honor. That's where my focus is in. I hope to be able to get that review to you guys. But yeah, I mean, I like Fractals, and this is a nice experience, you know, if you just want to chill and enjoy Fractals. If that's your thing, I think you'll enjoy this one. But I'm going to be honest here and say that the 3D effect here just isn't very strong. It's pretty weak 3D effect. So beware of that if you decide to buy this. So like I said, this is the full experience for this. Let's go to the main menu and let's experience the other one. So let's go back to main menu. Now these are just previews for the other one, so beware. This is just a preview. Now, what's the difference? Well, the difference is I cannot control, like, this is on autopilot right now. I cannot control where I'm going. I can't, you know, do what I was doing before, which is grab and, you know, make it smaller, make it bigger, you know, morph the fractals. Here, I just have to sit back and enjoy the experience. I do like this one more than the previous one. I kind of feel like developers should always put their best experience as the free one to really hook you in. I don't think they did so in this case. This one does look pretty cool. And one thing I would suggest to the developer is to, even when you buy it, to put a mode where you're just automatically moving towards whatever you're moving. So just have a relaxed mode where you can just sit back. You don't have to like fly here, fly there. Where you're just on rails. You can just enjoy the visuals and just sit back and relax. Because in the first one, I don't believe there was a way for me to automatically move from point A to point B. I pretty much was just in the same spot. But with the preview, you're actually being pushed around on rails. And that's a different experience, but it's also a different experience that's worth doing, even if you buy the DLC. So let's say I buy this DLC and I'm leaning towards that. I still like the option to have this experience where you're automatically glided through the world, through the fractal world, versus having to fly around and all that. And I'm not sure that's available if you buy the DLC. In fact, I don't think it is, which is a shame because, like I said, it's like an added different enough experience that you'll probably want to do, you know, both of them. Like, I'm interested when I buy the DLC to fly around, you know, to morph the fractals, but I'd also like to do this, you know, where I can just sit back and relax, just depending on my mood. And it's a different enough experience that I think it's something that should be there. And I don't believe it is, but I may be wrong. Like I said, this is a should I buy, so this is pretty much my second time playing this really quick. Okay, so that was the full experience. Let's preview Alien City. I like the design, the shape, but I don't like that it's black and white. I'd like to see some colors here. Maybe some like neon. I don't know. I think this would look really cool. This alien world, this kind of pattern set design. Maybe with some neon colors to liven it up. Because like I said, the 3D here is already not, it's not very sharp. It doesn't really pop. So making it black and white just kind of exacerbates the problem. But I actually like the fractal design here. It's pretty intricate. And I'm definitely curious how it would look if you're able to fly around and morph the fractals. Because this fractal does look different than anything I've ever seen. So I'm definitely interested in seeing what it looks like once you're flying around. Now, I don't want to make this a very long video, so I'm just going to go ahead and turbocharge to the next one. So I cut this one short, and I'll probably cut the last one short as well, but let's go ahead and preview Undersea Forest. Now, this one is a lot more colorful. I do like that. I like to see more sharpness, though. Again, I don't know. I think there's something with the 3D that just doesn't really pop. It doesn't feel like full stereoscopic 3D. And it doesn't help that the lighting here is not the best. And again, I'm interested to see how this would look once you're able to fly around where you want and able to morph the fractals. I think I've made my decision. This is a should I buy. The video series where I put my money where my mouse is, and I'm going to decide to buy this. It's only $3. So like I said before, it wouldn't take much for me to pull the trigger. It's such a low price. And I kind of feel like I already got my money's worth. Like I said, I played this just a little bit earlier just to see what it was. I don't like to just start playing and hit record without me knowing what to do in the experience, because I don't want to bore you guys with me just trying to figure out the controls and stuff like that. So I want to know what I'm talking about before I introduce you guys to the experience. But yeah, despite my criticisms, I think this is still pretty cool. But I've experienced lots of different fractal experiences in VR, and this for me is just kind of in the middle. So, it doesn't really stand out. I'm not going to say, wow, that's great. That's the best fractal experience I've ever experienced, because it's not. I've had other fractal experiences that really popped. But I do like the unique designs. It is very budget friendly, very budget priced. And, it's a cool, chill experience nonetheless. So, despite my criticisms, I did enjoy the experience. I just like fractals, to be honest with you guys. And as long as they're cool enough, relaxing enough to view in VR. And like I said, there is a 3D effect here. I don't want you guys to think there's no 3D. There is 3D. It's just doesn't pop as much as I would like. Anyway, so yeah, I'm going to say yes. Should I buy? Yes. If this is something that interests you, if Fractal's something that you're interested in, then yeah, I do recommend this for you. If you're kind of like on the fence and not sure, I would say pass on this, because there are better Fractal experiences out there. I'm not going to rate it because I haven't bought all of DLC, but I'm going to tell you that, yes, I'm going to buy it. And so if the question is, should I buy? The answer is yes. Anyways, I'm Fast Lawyer. This has been Should I Buy? Fractal Fly, just released on the Steam store today. The answer is yes. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And as always, have a wonderful day. Goodbye.